Hi guys, this is Tools from Tools Explores and welcome to another one of our travel adventures. Here we were traveling to Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. I was born in Harare but my father is from Bulawayo, so I have the benefit of traveling to both Bulawayo and Harare. But we'd never really explored much of Harare or Bulawayo or even the Eastern Highlands until 2022. But this was 2023. We were traveling to Bulawayo with my mother and my father. And part of our itinerary in Bulawayo was to visit the Matopos National Park where Rhodes' remains lie. So we flew into Bulawayo, I believe, with FastJet. We started off the journey at the airport lounge, the Bidvis Lounge, where we had a few snacks, a meal, and took a few things with us. And then we had a good, soft sailing, smooth sailing flight into Bulawayo. As you can see, Bulawayo's geographical grading is quite different from Harare, and at this point it was green because it had started raining. This was a lovely flight. I was able to capture literally the touchdown of FastJet on the runway at Bulawayo International Airport, which is also known as Joshua Mqamugo, I believe, Nkomo International Airport. Yes, it can be a bit tricky. So we arrived, we landed safely, we went through immigration, and then we took a drive from the airport into Bulawayo Benside where our Airbnb was. The following day, we woke up and we drove 35 kilometers from Bulawayo Benside or the CBD to Matopos National Park. And the moment you get there, you start to see the wildlife, animals, the elands, the bucks already moving around the region of the national park. Here we were able to see a buck. I don't know exactly what it's called. I don't know if it's an eland or impala or oribi. I don't know. It was just that. Driving in there, the climate in Bulawayo is a bit drier than that of Harare or the Eastern Highlands or other parts of Zimbabwe, as it's close to Botswana. So you can see that the climate is a bit different. We also got to see the famous rocks of Zimbabwe. My brother is a ranger, so he also works in Matopos. So he took us on a lovely tour of the national park. It's very huge, and had we gone on our own, I don't think we would have been able to see half the things that we saw. So we finally arrived to where Rhodes' remains are, and it's quite a climb. It's a bit of a climb, but not the worst, because I'm a hiker. But it was blazing hot. It was really, really hot, but we finally made it to the top where we were able to see a monument, the breathtaking views, and also the remains of where the remains of Rhodes lies. Forgive me, the video is a bit shaky. It was hot but also windy up there, but it was a lovely experience. The breeze up there and just getting to be in touch with my Ndebele roots. We then took a drive to the Maleme Dam, where you can see the beautiful rocks of Zimbabwe. I think there's something special about the rocks of Zimbabwe. They're unique. And we also got to see the dam and know the history of it, and also that in different seasons, the dam can be a lot much fuller than this. It was a beautiful experience, and I think what topped it off was the experience of actually getting up close and personal with rhinos, because as I mentioned, my brother is a ranger, so this is part of his day-to-day experience. Thank you for joining. Stay tuned.